Hi, I'm John Rhodes from Narcissisms.com, and here are some of the strange reasons why narcissists are often late. Narcissists are all or nothing in many areas of their life, and this often applies to their punctuality. Some narcissists are punctual to the second, and may even arrive super early, then chastise anyone who's more than a minute late. These narcissists feel a superior sense of satisfaction from being on time, and use it to put down lesser mortals who arrive late. However, most narcissists are notorious for being late and keeping people waiting for hours on end. Lateness ties in with many of the narcissist foibles, and if you've been on the receiving end of a narcissist lateness, then it's usually because of one or more of these following things. Sense of entitlement. Narcissists feel entitled to do what they please, and just because they've made an arrangement with you, it doesn't mean they have to honour it, not to the letter anyway. Narcissists' sense of entitlement means they don't see the problem with being late. They're here, aren't they? You should be grateful they turned up. Their lack of empathy means they don't feel for your situation, and they don't see the hypocrisy when they complain if you're 5 minutes late. The arrangement is meant to tie you in, not them. Control. Some narcissists make arrangements to control the other person. The narcissist knows that if you agree to meet at 7 p.m, you'll honour it. And this makes them feel warm and fuzzy inside, safe in the knowledge you'll be there waiting for them when they decide to show up. Narcissists see people as commodities to be used, rather than living, breathing people with their own needs. So instead of rushing to meet you, the narcissist feels free to do other things, because they know you'll be waiting on the back burner. You're essentially being held by your agreement to meet, and once they're ready, they'll bless you with their presence. If you complain, then the narcissist probably sees this as an attempt to control them, because you're trying to stop their wonderful, one-sided arrangement. Instead of apologising for their lateness, narcissists are more likely to kick up a fuss, making you regret saying anything. And this allows them to get away with more of the same in the future, because it's not worth the headache of challenging them. Self-importance. Narcissists naturally feel superior and more important than you, so they don't believe they have to arrive on time, and since you're beneath them, it's only right that you wait for them. This is a natural course of things. If you were meeting the King of England, then it's highly unlikely you'd arrive late. You'd probably move heaven and earth to get there early. But if you were meeting someone less important, then you might not be quite so vigilant. Narcissists take this thinking to a whole new level, and may arrive several hours late because they're that much more important than you, and you're supposed to accept this because you should respect their importance. Grand entrance. Narcissists may bolster their feelings of self-importance by making a grand entrance. In their mind, nothing's more grand than arriving later than everybody else, because it shows that they're the highest ranking, and everyone's heads turn when they finally show up. Narcissists may fantasize that everybody's nervously waiting for their arrival, like if you were waiting for royalty, and they could stroll in 3 hours late to cheers and fanfare, which they might receive, but not for the reasons they like to think. But to a narcissist, even negative attention gives them supply. Narcissists may also use their lateness as a public show of grandiosity, because it gives them a chance to explain all the things that made them late, the kind of things which ordinary mortals like you don't have to deal with. Devaluation. Narcissists might deliberately arrive late to devalue you, to tell you how little you matter. During a friendship or romantic relationship, narcissists are usually kind and considerate to begin with, but once you're drawn in, they often try to put you down. It might start out as subtle digs dressed as jokes, and it might also be disrespect shown by their actions. Consistently arriving late can be the narcissist's way of telling you that you don't matter, and even though they haven't said it in words, it's demonstrated by how they treat you. If you don't say anything, then you've accepted your position as beneath them, and from a psychological sense, this isn't good. But if you complain, then the narcissist is unlikely to apologise and try harder next time. They're more likely to make excuses and maybe even throw a tantrum or play the victim to make you regret complaining. After a while, most people ignore the narcissist's lateness and accept that's the way they are. But it's not good for your soul, and they certainly wouldn't like it done to them. They value their own time, but not yours. Narcissists place a high value on themselves, and by proxy, their time. And since they place a low value on you, they also place a low value on your time. So the narcissist may deliberately be late just to waste your time and not theirs. In some narcissists' mind, it's worth arranging to meet at 7, even though they don't plan on getting there until 8, because then it's guaranteed you'll be waiting for them, rather than the other way around. Most narcissists would rather waste an hour of your time than a few minutes of theirs. Nice, eh? Final thoughts. Narcissists don't see a problem arriving several hours late, but may scream blue murder if they wait 5 minutes for you. Narcissists have a different set of rules for others than they have for themselves, and they don't see the hypocrisy in it. If they're challenged for their lateness, most narcissists get angry because deep down they know it's not fair, but they don't want their delusions of superiority shattered, and most are smart enough to admit that they can't say it's because they're superior. So unless they admit they're wrong, which isn't going to happen, anger is their only option. Narcissists would rather delude themselves that normal rules don't apply to them, rather than face the truth that they're nothing special, which is why they continue to be late, no matter what you say or do. And if you live in hope they'll change, you'll probably be waiting a long time.